When we went to Columbia, we desired to participate in church planting and have churches that would start other churches. So this man came to the Bible study in an area where we were hoping to start a new church. And within a couple of weeks, he started saying things like, as Catholics, we don't study the Bible like this. And then a couple of weeks later, he tells me, I don't know what's going on. Something's changing inside of me. And then at the end of the study, he and his wife both said, we believe, we want to be baptized, follow Jesus. A little bit later, his two boys received Christ as well. They became part of a church that's growing. Within that church plant, the desire was to see them plant churches. And so Lucho, one of the boys in that family, keeps hearing constantly, you know, there is a purpose in life. It's to serve God, plant churches in the Great Commission for God's glory. And so one of these boys that gets saved from one of those Bible studies enrolled in the seminary to study and to prepare so that he could then take the gospel and participate in church planting teams. And that's just one of the stories of really a lot of people in Latin America that God is calling, equipping, raising up to go out as an army of church planters.
Church planting is very important because that's what the Lord has called us to do, to go and make disciples of all nations that result in local churches. Our vision is about multiplying disciples and leaders in churches, which leads to mission movements where national partners all over Latin America and the Caribbean are taking the gospel themselves around the world to start churches in places where it's very difficult for us to get into. And so we have a long ways to go, but that's where we're headed.
Training has probably been the greatest paradigm shift in missions in Latin America in general, particularly in Brazil, where we need to train up others who will come alongside and partner with us. Not work under us, but partner with us. I really believe that Brazil will emerge even more as a missionary sending nation. So we do a lot of evangelism and discipleship training, and we need people that can teach Brazilians to do this work now.
We have so many different ministry platforms from which to preach the gospel and to disciple new believers. We have police training, we have missionary aviation, we have medical missions, we have family counseling centers, we have prenatal centers, Christian day schools. So church planting is not just the only thing we do, everything feeds into that. So we need people, I don't care what their background is, we can use them, we have a place for them, we desperately need them.
Our brothers and sisters in Christ in Latin America will play a huge role in world missions in the years to come, sending their missionaries to the 1040 window, to the unreached, raising up church planners and church planting teams in Latin America like we haven't seen before, but the potential is definitely there. And so the call to missionaries to Latin America wouldn't be to come as a pioneer missionary, to start from scratch or to raise up something by themselves. It would be a call to participate in what God's already doing and to motivate, to equip, to encourage, to learn with, to participate in something, I think, big that God's doing in Latin America for the Great Commission, for the church, for the gospel.